Okay, real quick. My last gaming thing is this, and I want to hear both your opinions on this because you're both gamers. You said then next, you said, but gaming stopped being fun for you when it became real money. And
Hmm.
so here's what I'm interested in. We are Mikey and I, and Mikey said this, I agree with it. I believe that one of the big bridges for NFTs in general is going to be the bridge into gaming in terms of like universal adoption, right? I
Right.
think that's going to be a big step that a lot of people bridge into this is because of the gaming side of things. However, when you start talking about NFTs, you've monetized it, right? You've now taken it. Is it different to play Call of Duty or whatever it might be when it's just a digital skin and you get an achievement? Or is it different if that achievement that you get is an NFT that you have ownership of that could be monetized and you can make money off of it? Does that
Hmm.
change the gaming experience? And is that a potential negative
Yeah.
for NFT
Uh,
games? That's my question.
I'll let you go, Anthony.
Okay. I'm on that aspect. I'm gonna say no. The reason
Okay.
why it was less fun for me playing RuneScape when I started selling the gold was because I was kind of gambling it. So it's not necessarily the same thing. You're not like gambling
Yeah.
your NFT skins. You're not doing that. For me, that was the only thing I was focused on. I was focused on making the money because I was still young. I think I was like 14, 15 at the time. And for
Okay.
me to make $500 a week at 14, 15, while all my friends made nothing, was
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm making money.
Got it.
And it
Okay.
was
I
like
see.
it was like the hustle, the grind, and instead of actually enjoying the game, I solely focused on making the money. And yes, like certain
Yeah.
times there were like fun things to do where you could make money, but it wasn't the same amount of money as it was when you just like focused on that specific thing.
Okay. All right. Mike, what do you think? Do you think there's going to be a component
Uh,
of like maybe the fun of the game kind of you lose some of the fun of the game because suddenly you can monetize the items in it?
I think it just depends on the game. Like, I mean, that's gonna be the big nut to crack, right? Is like projects like Clementine Nightmare that look like an awesome game to play. If they can naturally integrate NFT and paid mechanics into it, but still be fun to play, then I don't think it's going to have a big impact. But if you're just
Yeah.
playing a game to monetize it, that's where it loses its
Yeah,
luster, right?
I I think so.
And I think that's where I think we're far away from, like, actually, I don't think we're far away from it. I think next year that will exist. I think it does not
Okay.
exist right now.
You all think that's going to be a major like I think that's going to be a game changer. I'm curious what you all think. I mean, look at what WoW did to like the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. Us as gamers, we knew other MMORPGs, but like
Well,
CNN was doing articles on how impactful WoW was on like people losing their jobs and parents neglecting their kids because they were,
Right.
running
those
rune
are like
trial
extreme
runs.
cases,
But
though.
like, imagine if they could have. And that was what they were doing, and WoW cost you money to play. What do you think a
True.
WoW would do if you could make $40,000 a year playing it?
Yeah.
Right? Think about that. Like that to me, that could be a true. The playing field has been shook. You know what I mean? What do you all think?
Yeah.
Before we move on, I do have two things to add. I feel like NFTs are kind of were already launched in a sense, like with like let's say Counter Strike skins or
Okay.
like Dota 2 skins. Those things were
Yes.
already there. They just were not on the blockchain. I mean, they're on a
Right.
Steam marketplace. So it's not really like a new concept coming in. It for a lot of people, it's the same exact thing because there are rare looking skins on CS:GO that
Right.
collectors bought. There were a lot of Chinese investors and collectors that bought skins for X amount. They have inventories worth millions of dollars. This is not like pennies we're talking about.
Yeah.
They would buy like this knife because it was all blue and maybe there's one in the world and they would pay $250,000 for it because nobody else had it and it was, the holy grail of
Yeah.
that skin. So
Right.
that is that. And then on the monetization of the game, one quick fact to speak about RuneScape really quickly. Venezuela, as you know, like the hyperinflation in the economy that happened,
Yeah.
they were making, I would say, $10 a month for a lot of professions. Like some doctors are making like $15 a month. Families realized that they could make more money playing RuneScape. So they set up operations.
Okay.
Wow.
Families, like the mom playing, the dad playing, like the kids, the grandma. They had the grandma playing. And they would all
Wow.
play RuneScape because they could make 30 times in a month than they
What
would
they
make
would,
on a
yeah.
regular salary.
Yeah, but that's beautiful, man. I mean, that's
It is.
amazing that even exists for people. And I mean, that's what the global economy used the right way is interesting, right? It's an equalizer for people that might not have had opportunities to do that. I mean, I say it all the time, and we do. And Maddie's question is great, but like we are not too far away from exactly that. Full households making a living playing games. There will be minimum wage jobs to play games and grind stuff. I already told Maddie, I was like, and this is happening, it's now, right? Because we're in a different situation than most people in NFTs. You or the people that we talk to on the show, you are Prime Planet. That is your world, and you are engrossed in it. We talk to a new Prime Planet 3 times a week. We have so many NFTs. I am in so many different Discords. I literally need to pay somebody a full-time salary to reap the benefits of the NFTs I own. I cannot physically handle it all. And like that is a reality now for me, and will just get more and more in the future. And that is just a mind-blowing concept, right?
Yeah.